Hello everyone, how's it going? BigLT here. Welcome back to another food review, joined again by
SFParker.
I'm wearing a different shirt now. This is the same day, just a different shirt. Actually, truth be told, this was in between the last food review and the one we did with the trading cards.
I broke it up.
I started wearing this shirt when we were doing the trading cards. I just told her, don't bring up the fact that I'm wearing a different shirt while we're doing the trading cards because trading cards is going live tomorrow, and then the food review with this one's going to be like 4 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Don't worry.
Anyway, we're doing Reese's filled pretzels.
Now, I love pretzels. I love me a great pretzel peanut butter snack. I am a huge fan of peanut butter filled pretzels. So.
I can smell the peanut butter.
Oh no! I want to smell. Oh.
And just so anybody's wondering, I got this at Target. It wasn't cheap either. I think it was like $6.
For this little bag?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a terribly good price point.
No.
Especially since this looks near identical to the peanut butter filled pretzel snacks that I like so much. This peanut butter better be the best peanut butter inside a pretzel I've ever had, or else.
Go for it.
Oh. Okay.
The way you were trying to.
I was trying to do like a taste test bite instead of like plopping it all in my mouth, but I don't have an option now.
You're just thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
I don't know if we're thinking the same thing.
Not a fan of this.
The generic version is better. I don't think Reese's brand of peanut butter works for this snack.
Oh, so they made their own pretzels or something. The pretzels don't work.
No, pretzel's the same. The peanut butter just has a hint of sweetness that regular peanut butter doesn't have because, you know, it's Reese's peanut butter. It's always been a little bit sweeter. At least in my opinion. No. I think I like the generic. You can get them in like giant tubs with handfuls and handfuls in there. I like it better.
Oh,
This is not impressive. This is just something that's been done already, but with Reese's peanut butter.
I got a trivia for you guys about peanut butter. So, Skippy peanut butter is not real peanut butter. It is hydrogenized peanuts. It's got hydrogenized peanut butter.
You're gonna have to tell me what that is.
Basically, okay, so peanut butter, normal peanut butter like Reese's and Peter Pan and all that, they are made by real peanuts. The Skippy brand, I think it's Skippy, either that or it's Jif, one of the two. No, it's Jif actually. Jif has this because I remember the controversy about it. Jif is hydrogenized peanut butter because it's not made from actual peanuts. Instead, it's like peanut oil, but like electrified or something like that. I'm having a hard time remembering in full details. I just know that it's not real peanut butter because it's not made the same way peanut butter ought to be made, which is peanuts, honey. I think there's molasses in there. I might be wrong about that, but.
So whatever gives Jiffy peanut butter the peanut butter flavor is like peanut oil, but
No,
electrified.
not Jif. It's not Jiffy. You're combining Jif and Skippy.
Sorry, Jif.
Yeah, it's just Jif.
I do that. But so the flavor comes from peanut oil and whatever they do to it, but the actual consistency of Jif peanut butter is something else entirely?
Yeah.
With no other peanut in it.
No, it's not. There's not. I believe there's no actual peanuts in there.
Why?
I could show you.
Why would you get the oil from the peanut and not just take the whole peanut?
I could show you the.
What the heck?
I could show you the clip of the.
No, that's okay. I believe you.
Okay.
This goes to show though that I was always right. Skippy was better.
But here's the thing, they did like to win over consumers and everything. They had to come up with a slogan for Jif, and the slogan was something that I grew up with: "Choosy moms choose Jif."
I vaguely remember that.
And that won over customers' trust in their peanut butter because it wasn't because even though it wasn't made the same way peanut butter ought to be made, it was made a completely different way. And with that, you know, there was a lot of controversy with Jif as a peanut butter brand that they decided to go with. It's kind of like with the Pepsi taste test. You know, A lot of people are buying Coke, not really trying Pepsi because they wanted Coke, they didn't want Pepsi. So what did they do? They took the Pepsi challenge. The Pepsi challenge was to determine whether or not they think Pepsi tasted good or Coke tasted good.
And they couldn't tell the difference.
They couldn't tell the difference. So once they said which one they liked the most, they found out that they chose Pepsi more than Coke, and that's when Pepsi started becoming more of a challenge, or not like a. That's when
the field was thoroughly divided. You had your Pepsis, and then you had your Cokes.
Yep.
Kind of like you had. What is it? It was Sony versus Nintendo, Sonic versus Mario.
It's more Sony versus Microsoft now these days.
Yeah, but back in the day, that it would have.
Yeah,
been
it would have been Sony versus Nintendo on account of Xbox didn't exist until like the early mid 2000s.
Yeah, but really Sonic versus Mario, Pepsi versus Coke.
Actually, would you believe me if I told you that Nintendo was the reason why PlayStation exists?
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah. Basically, if I remember right, there was this kind of like Nintendo was pairing up with PlayStation, or at least Sony, to make discs for their games. But Nintendo backed out of it for cartridges, and Sony took over the disc thing, and then that's when the whole disc craze started with PlayStation.
I mean, Nintendo couldn't have totally backed out discs because they did create the GameCube.
Right. No, the N64 and the Super Nintendo and the NES, all of those were cartridges.
True. And after doing discs with both the GameCube, the Wii,
right,
and the Wii U,
but
the Wii and the Wii U, then they went back to cartridges, or essentially for
the Switch.
No, for the DS Lite.
No, the DS.
Those are cartridges, technically speaking.
Yeah, but the DS was the same time as the Wii.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now they are back to cartridges.
Yeah, but just little tiny cartridges.
Yep.
Compared to back then, which was like it's a little big block thing looking things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, Nintendo was going to partner up with Sony to do these discs, and I think it was also because that's when the whole like Nintendo not CGI, but you know those like video graphic things, like that Zelda movie thing where it was like, well, excuse me, princess. You know where that came from?
Oh.
Yeah. Nintendo opted for that. And then Sony did the whole PlayStation thing. That's why Nintendo helped Sony with their thing. They backed out. And then they did their own thing. So.
Well, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. So
but back to the food.
Yeah, back to the food. I guess we can go ahead and give our rating because we already had that story kind of thing to it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
1. You know what? 1's unfair because 1 implies that it tastes bad because it doesn't taste bad. So I'll give it a 2. So my whole reason for giving it a 2 is that it is nothing special. Its price is insanely inflated, and it's actually not as good as the generic version, in my opinion. You get a lot less. It isn't even as good, and you have to pay more. Like, no, I can't. Now, it's not bad. I'm definitely going to eat it if you don't like it. Yeah, I can already see you handing me the bag.
I'll have one more, but I'm not going to like it.
But that's just because it's pretzel and peanut butter, and I will eat pretzel and peanut butter. If I had my choice, if you put like the generic next to this and told me which one do you want, I would choose the generic. And if you blindfolded me, I could probably pick out which one is the generic, simply because of the slight sweet hint in these ones. There's no Pepsi Coke issue here. So yeah, I'm giving it a 2. Sorry, Reese's, but
This is the first time I'm going to go this slow on this channel. This is something to write down in history books for people to learn for millennia. 1.5 out of 10.
1.5. You want to go lower than me? I see. You really don't like them.
Yeah.
Why lower than me? I didn't realize you were doing that.
For the lowest I ever go is 4.
Oh, wow.
But this is the first time I'm going even that low.
So what's your reasoning behind that?
I just don't like it. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. I don't like how it crumbles when you take a bite out of it.
I should have you try one of the generic ones. I bet you'd probably rate it a 4 because I don't think you'd like it, but I definitely think you'd like it more than this.
If you want to like do a little quick video on that for me or something for the channel.
No. It will just be on our personal time.
Okay, not a problem. All right. Anyway, sorry to disappoint you guys, but anyway.
Yeah, good enough to eat, but not good enough to buy in any kind of way.
Yeah, and I don't think I said this. I got this at my local Target, so that's why the price, I guess. But
Yep.
still, anyway, thanks so much for watching this food review. Sorry it was such a downer for this one.
I don't think it's a downer. I think we helped people realize they don't necessarily need to spend a lot to enjoy this particular kind of snack, and it doesn't need to be Reese's.
Right.
So,
Anyway, I've been BigLT.
I'm Vanessa Parker.
Hopefully the next food review will be better. So until then, have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.